My name is Ryan Blakeway. I'm Head of Operations here at East Coast Farms. Entrance to East Coast Farms facility. On the left we have GMP, as we're a GMP certified farm. And on the right-hand side, we have entrance to GACP. We've got staff ablutions, both female and male, and as well as a canteen area. Everything is HVAC, and we keep it all fresh air is stabilized through HEPA filters. So here we're standing in the union space at East Coast Farms at the GACP area. On my left-hand side, we've got product transfer. So obviously once harvested, product would get transferred into GMP and then go in for drying process. On the right hand side we've got goods store. Goods store we keep all nutrients, any pesticides or anything that we run during cultivation, we would store in that goods store. On the right here we've got temporary product storeroom, receiving area. This is where we receive all our nutrients or any cocoa that we get, and that does lead to good store. On the right hand side, as you walk down the union space, we've got dirty store. This is where we keep all our detergents. We've got strict standards of cleaning operations here. Left-hand side we've got our clone room. This is where we take all our cuttings, and obviously that supplies all 3 tunnels that we've got going here at East Coast Farms. On the right hand side, further down the union space, we've got our mother room. This is obviously where we hold all our genetics, and we take cuttings from those genetics. The union space itself, we've got fresh air that comes in through HEPA filters, as well as HVAC. We fully HVAC'd in each room, so we can keep to whatever parameter we want at whatever stage, and this is a huge achievement for us. As you walk further down the union space, we can see on the right-hand side is our mechanical room. This is obviously where we give our plants shots. Generative, vegetative feeding is all done from our mechanical room. Our mechanical room / feeding room is quite simplified. As you can see, we've got no dosing units or dosatrons or anything as such at this stage. When I built to this facility, we sort of, there's just so much involved, and I'd rather be adding than taking out. So this is what we did, and obviously it's an add-on. We've got the additional cabling to put a dosing unit in. So everything so far is just working to standard. We're running Athena as a nutrient line, which we're thrilled about. It's really done us well, and we seem to be progressing every round, and we're super thrilled with what we've achieved. Farms, we've got 3 tunnels, mixed light. We're running Fluence Osram lighting. We're doing 112 660 watt lights per tunnel. It's a 200 square meter canopy area, and we're running HVAC, which we closed room and fully CO2 sealed. Into Tunnel 1. Tunnel 2 and Tunnel 3 is a replica of Tunnel 1. As mentioned, we are fully HVAC'd. Tunnel 1, as we enter, you can see what we're running. We're fully HVAC'd. We've got fabric socks that distribute our air throughout the entire greenhouse. So within Tunnel 1 space, which is a replica of Tunnel 2 and 3, we have a fully HVAC tunnel. This HVAC also allows us to dehumidify, cool, as well as run CO2. What we find with this is obviously a greater yield just with running CO2, as well as the beneficial lighting with the sun. This gives us about 2,400 UMOL on our canopy space when needed. And generally what we do in our last 3 weeks, we close up curtains, and this allows us to ripen in an indoor environment. we've entered the GMP space at East Coast Farms. Everything's HVAC, so we're temperature controlled in each room. On the left-hand side, we've got dry trimming. So once the product is dry, we then release it to the dry trimming room, where it is then trimmed. From the trimming room, it is then moved to the packaging room. This is where the final product is put into the bags. On the right-hand side is our PLC unit. This is where we run the controls for the entire facility. This is also done by any Android anywhere in the world. This just allows us to obviously control each room a lot more specifically. The last room in the union space of GMP is rejected and returned goods. This is obviously just allows us to work on our microbials and see what our test results on our stability is for our clients. Here at East Coast Farms, you're visiting the last room, which is our vault area where we store all our products. You can store anywhere up to about 2,000 kgs at a time. We've got our waste collection area, which we release all our waste through our fan leaves or any plant matter. Here in the vault, we have divided rooms, retention, sample and storage. We've got product authorized for release and product pending and testing.